we got a lot of Piston fans who didn't like the trade. And you got people on this side where it's more to come. When I first seen the trade, that's one of the first things I thought, it was more to come. You know, and especially after the Celtics made their move with Vučević, most people are saying it got to be more to come, right? And I speak on that as well too. Check out the Trade Piston Talk playlist, thumbs up the video, share the video, subscribe to the channel. I'm mad at the trade. You know, sorry, ain't played. Somebody tried to argue in the comment section, and I'm like, dog, about Sarge's shooting percentage. No, Kevin's shooting 36 this year. Sarge, I was like, for one, nigga, Sarge ain't even played but 5 games this year. So, I mean, he's the one shooting 31%. And somebody was like, oh, you said Sarge can shoot. Like, yeah, I mean, there's been a few years that he shot about 40% from 3. He's a career 36% three-point shooter. What are we talking about? You got this phone, you got the phone in your hand. Always say it. You got phone in your hand. You can just Google it. How you gonna argue with a motherfucker who was reading it right off his phone as he was doing the video? Like, but you know, it is what it is. I think a lot of them be bots, be player haters and weirdos. But yeah, if Sarge can provide some shooting, he can get on the floor and provide some shooting, yeah. If he can just get an effort that Duncan Robinson is getting, you can play him at the 5, the 4. He can shoot it. I know that from, you know, he was in goal. He can shoot the ball. He gonna get some good looks. You know, Kevin Huerter, can he get his shooting form back? I don't know. You know, in Detroit, it's a little bit different. It's a lot more spacing. You got a guy that can can create. You got a great passing big in Jalen Duren. Shout out to him, dunk contest slam, all-star game. You got a lot of guys that can pass the ball. You know, and they're not a selfish offense. They're gonna go to who hot. You know, so it's gonna be a lot of spacing. It's gonna be a lot of opportunity for shooting. Huerter can score too. He can put it on the floor a little bit. So I like Kevin Huerter. You know, I don't know what happened in Chicago, but I like Kevin Huerter. I'm not mad at the deal. I get why they did it. You know, he gave you a little bit more than Tim Hardaway Jr. gave you as far as offensively, being able to put the ball on the floor and do some things. And defensively, he ain't a slouch neither. Y'all think because he white, he can't defend. But, you know, defensively, I've been a fan of Kevin Huerter, so I ain't tripping. That's been my guy. Atlanta, Sacramento. Shout out to Kevin Huerter. So I like the move. You know, I think they improve with the move, especially if they can get Sarge on the floor. If he can play, I mean, he give you another guy, you know, behind Tobias Harris that can really shoot that corner 3. You know, you got, you know, what, half a season, you know, what, 40%, 35, 40% of the season left. They need to get him into a rhythm. He need to be playing 30 minutes. He need to be playing 25 minutes, important minutes right now. And if you, like, you know, you got a game where you resting people, you need to get him above the 35, 40 minutes. He needs to get in basketball shape and into a rhythm because you're going to need that shooting. But people seen the Vučević move and the Piston killer Vučević. I mean, Chicago got the Piston killers. They had Zach LaVine, Vučević. Vučević can shoot the ball, you know. Athletic, can take it off the dribble. He in a winning situation. Only downside is he a defensive liability. But they got the big fella over there. What's the big fella they got that's defensively really good? And Boston, I was impressed. So now you get him another shooter. 1 year left too, so it ain't like, you know, he may stick around, he may not stick around. Was a guy that the Pistons was targeting, you know, allegedly before the season, the last couple seasons. So yeah, the Celtics really, you know, made a power move. It's a good move. The Bulls balling it up. Vučević, you know, see if how he fit with them. So, you know, another, you know, good shooter. We struggle with defending him, but you know, that's kind of triggering, you know, people like, well, the Pistons need to make another move. You like, well, CJ, what's the move they need to make? They can go a number of ways. They can upgrade the 4 spot. You know, like I said, MPJ, but defensively, it's a drop off. PJ Brown, offensively, it's a pair. I think he's a little bit better offensively than Tobias Creighton, but shooting wise, same. Miles Bridges, you know, better offensively, shooter-wise, the same. I think defensively he can be that guy, but he give you another bona fide scorer. Take some, you know, true capital, go get Trey Murphy, and just close the debate if you want to. If I can just close the debate and get Trey Murphy, I think it's a wrap. Get Trey Murphy. You might have to give up Rod. You know, I'm at this point, fuck it, to get a Trey Murphy. He on the contract the next few years too. You know, people say I'm mad when you say that, but I'm just saying, You got to give up something to get something, right? And then Joe Dumars got to tax us because of the beef he got with Tom Gores. So where else we at? Where else we at with it? You know, you just looking at bad teams. You know, what about Bojanovic from the Clippers? I like him a lot. You know, Malik Monk. I've been really pushing for Malik Monk for a while. Monk. I like, you know, his mentality. He gritty, off the bench, starting wise. He can finish games, handling the ball. He can play off the ball. I think he running one of the ideal perfect Pistons. And by the way, Karis LeVert said he was dealing with vertigo, so he got all types of shit going on. Yes, I didn't understand why your big ass semi-truck jumped the fuck in front of me this morning. But maybe you had, you know, maybe it was a ferret in the road or something. But I appreciate you getting over. But so yeah, I mean, you know, Zach LaVine. I mean, then again, if you get Zach LaVine and you get somebody like Michael Porter who can't defend, you fucking pushing it at that point. So my thing is, if you get Zach LaVine, you keep Tobias Harris and you develop Sarge as a shooter. That will be my thing. You know, so you don't want too many non-defenders in your offensive lineup, you know, starting lineup. So that's my little thing about it. But yeah, man. Who else? You know, Cam Thomas. I just think he ain't ready to win yet. He might find himself in fucking Europe. You know, just somebody like that. You know, Klay Thompson to be solid, still an okay defender, great shooter, great person, championship caliber, selfless guy for the most part. So yeah, I mean, I like those things, bro. Damn, State Police speeding like a motherfucker. So yeah. Those are the type of moves I think they possibly need to make. There could be some other guys that might be available, you know, that you can purge. I mean, a guy like Kuzma from Milwaukee selling but Bobby Portis, good fit. You know, Bobby Portis and Malik Monk, two of the guys I think make great Pistons from a mentality standpoint and game. You know, you look at Dallas. You know, Anthony Davis, like, I couldn't do it. Kyrie, if I had to do it, I'd wait until the off season. Like, if I wanted, like, right now, it serves me no purpose to do it. Unless I just get him at dirt cheap, you know. But he really ain't gonna do nothing till next year, so I'm not really giving up nothing. But who else is bad? I mean, who else, you know, teams that's, you know, Portland, I mean, Jeremy Grant. The thing about Jeremy Grant, I mean, at this point, you might need him to be that aggressive scorer, to be honest. Like, he really liked to score. He wanted to go to a bad team to so he could score 20. I feel him. But now, I think he can come back to Detroit and be himself. They need that aggressive scorer. Defensively, if he locked back down like he used to, which I know he is, I mean, Jeremy Grant wouldn't be a bad move, to be honest with you. You know, lock up at the 4. He can lock up at the 3. He can lock up 2s and 1s. You know what I'm saying? And he can shoot, and, you know, he can score. He's scoring now. So if you need to really rely on somebody to go get a bucket, he can be that guy. I just really felt like he was kind of competing with the young guys. You know, when we started talking about he was competing like with Sadiq Bey when he had the 40 ball or 50 ball, I think now is a perfect time to come. They need an aggressive guy like that. So Jeremy Grant would be a guy that they should look at. You know, Memphis, I'm not sure what Memphis really got, you know, left. I know Jaren Jackson Jr. got traded, so I don't know what they really got left. So we'll see what happens. Thumbs up the video, share the video, subscribe to the channel, hit the link in the description. The link tree, you can find me on X, Facebook, Kick, Twitch, the whole 9. Peace.